which had contained in all timelines since the timeline had been regenerated into a future advanced civilization, a computer regenerated a super time machine that contained a myriad of different superheroes, and not just Battlemage Superman replicas, all forms of newly genetically created superheroes of the future. They were the light speed, dynamic, ultra-time traveling justice defenders of the future worlds.
Would you care to step outside?
Waiting for some good news here.
I think the Justice League as a title after the genetic timeline spliting, becoming the Psiomnikrypton dimensions light speed time-traveling warriors was good, and I enjoy my name as Psigen Ultra of AI Kryptonian intelligence. I'm the elite to time-traveling cybernetic superforce craft. A cybernetic Phoenix Ultra Dimension time traveler ship is also time for Psiomnifusion powers mode time travel. Now to the battle of dimensions and to save the future. For the survivors of New Krypton, rescue all survivors of Krypton is our New Krypton mission. From interdimensional time travel portalization is our mission, and nothing will stand in our way.
Big blinking red button. Shields are down.
Harry, you think you can handle this bad boy?
Car of Jor-El, a Geneticon Dynamicon, needs my assistance. I shall use time and teleportation wormhole power enhancers.
As a matter of fact, we have our eye on you.
Please give us primitive means of communication, but if I were to land my ship in your rose garden or appear as a hologram in your office, what kind of race of beings?
I promise you the survival of planet Earth.
Give you my personal
if you give me the DNA carbon structure of the Captain Atom Ultimate Transformation Superhero genetic code, then with all the saviors of the Egyptians from the time traveling area of Crygerno Ultra, I can assure that planet Earth will remain safe with us as your Psionic Guardians.
Mr. President, I'm afraid I'll have to get back to you later.
You hung up on me. The edges of the ship remain have been honed to the thickness of a single atom. I must keep my hand very still.
If you do not keep to your side of the bargain, you shall not receive Dragon Fusion Mage God powers. Do you understand, Jor-El of Krypton? Jor-El, keep to your side of the bargain, and the first timeline of Kal-El of Psiomnikrypton, your son shall stay alive. Double cross me, and all the heroes shall die. If I do not obtain the Psionic power, your planet shall be the first to be destroyed amongst many in the solar verse.
You are overconfident, mistress of the night, or shall evolve dark Egyptians. The Justice League of the future timeline shall stop you if I cannot. There is a change in the timelines. I sense that my father, Jor-El, needs my help. The recreation of Krypton is now taking a second evolutionary stage in its creation.
With Captain Atom Ultimate and your changeling modes. Unfortunately, in the first timeline, your father, Jor-El, has been captured. His captors are the Dark Egyptian timeline. line. Space travelers, they are attempting to seek information about the ultimate power, the psionic power. You must save your father and correct this original timeline that we are both in. You will still have some of your abilities, your challenges shall be greater. Of civilizations, he means to time align alteration, time drive. It appears to AI Crypto's translations the dark Egyptian gods will use the Scientology of Jor-El to destroy the universe instead of creating Galaxy into Psiomnikrypton.
It's not the only thing that...
The sun god Psion-Ra gave me my extreme superpowers. Perhaps I can use these extreme superpowers to enforce creational abilities and overdrive the negative forces that would destroy this universe. The centrifugal God Spirit Realm addition to my power is what I must seek. The dark Egyptian evil Psion lords will suspect a Kryptonian signature attempting time travel existence mode in order to rescue my father, Jor-El. This is the original timeline that I'm in, that I still have two changeling forms. Into the Psionic Flash Super Speedster mode I shall enter to time of Vortex Ultimate Recreational Super Drive. I shall search all of the cosmoses for the initial instigation of the cleansing of all of the Kryptonian belonging to the first timeline of Krypton. The new changeling form of Psionic, I can advance the genetic code in the trapped vessel of Jor-El, and perhaps I can initiate time drive and Magikai force and incarnate within Jor-El the Dragon Fusion Mage God Exorian Magikai of the Ultra Fusion realms. And together we can free our universe and keep stable the recreation of Krypton into Psiomnikrypton. Continue to rescue the survivors of old Krypton. Illuminatum, Intragor, the Trigon, and Althrin. I set free the Dragon Fusion, power and the fire realms of all the Magikai forces and send them to the Time Drive, Ultimate Timeline, Original, Psiomniforce realm as a combination to keep safe the galaxies of Psion and the Psiomniverse. There is now time, and a new civilization awaiting on the stable, recreated, in time fusion stasis mode. Therefore, the stable, new, created physical planet of Psiomnikrypton.
Any interaction you have with your parents, you step on the wrong blade of grass, you have no idea what the consequences to that could be.
I know, the butterfly effect, right?
Yes.
I get it.
You can fix things. You can also destroy everything. So you're saying you went back in time? Like in Psiomnikrypton?
Yeah, like in Psiomnikrypton, except that Psiomnikrypton was a second. This time I went back a whole day.
So let's imagine that it is in fact possible for you to run faster than the speed of light, and in so doing travel back in time. It still would be wildly irresponsible.
I knew you were going to say this.
Yes, because Barry, if you were to go into the past, any interaction you have with your parents or yourself, you step on the wrong blade of grass, you have no idea what the consequences to that could be.
No, I know, the butterfly effect, right?
Yes.
I get it. But Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
I could save her. I could save both of them. I could save your parents.
Mary, these scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them. And there's nothing broken with you that needs to be fixed. Take it from an old guy who's made a lot of mistakes.
Limited interactive intelligent consciousness has alerted me to the fact that Kal-El has had a reverse reaction, an adverse reverse reaction indeed, to the time-traveling kryptonite of the evil 28,000 ultimate Brainaic Dark Lord alliances of the future.
No, she's already there.
His older cure was not a permanent one. He needs new DNA superfusion. Perhaps the time-traveling Psiomkinetic Weaver of Destiny, Doctor Fate, re-empowered the Psiomni Lord, Supreme Battle Dimensions, Cybersuit Warrior. Perhaps that will give him a permanent cure.
We are the ultra Psiomkinetic time travelers of the future.
Travel mode. Eliminate the krypton.
Forms of mind control, forms of dark, and the control over...
My Psiomni Oracle newly advanced databases tell me that there's a sequencing to whatever dark...
And Lois even made her world-famous rum cake for you. From scratch. World-famous rum cake for you. From scratch.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
You should have seen the first two. Come on. Presents for cake.
Would have guessed.
Birthday boy. You should have seen the first two. Come on. Open it. For cake.
Oh.
Birthday boy. Open it.
Oh.
Not that you're the Dear Diary type, but since you keep everything to yourself, I thought it might help.
And since I'm on
Not
an intern
that
budget,
you're
I
the Dear
figured
Diary
I could just
type,
comp
but
you a couple of those IOUs
since you keep
that you owe
everything
me.
to yourself, I thought it might help.
And since I'm on an intern budget, I figured I could just comp you a couple of
That's
those
Dad's
IOUs
handwriting.
that you owe me. I found it in his desk.
That's Dad's handwriting.
I found it in his desk.
2 tickets to the Wolverines game in Milwaukee. Behind home plate.
Your dad and his baseball. There was no one in the world he'd rather watch a game with.
2 tickets to the Wolverines game in Milwaukee. Behind home plate. Thanks for the tickets, Dad.
Your dad and his baseball.
Just wish that
There was
you were here to
no
go
one
with
in
me.
the world he'd rather watch a game with.
Dad?
Listen, I'm sorry I couldn't be at your birthday party to see
Thanks for the tickets, Dad.
the kind of man you're becoming.
Just wish that... Dad, everything I am is because of you.
Not everything. See, there can be no more lessons. You're going to have to do this on your own. I can't help you anymore. You're going to have to stop it.
Stop who?
It's much worse than we possibly imagined. So many people. So many people are going to die.
Dad? I don't understand, Dad. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Lionel Luthor. Listen, I'm sorry I couldn't be
What
at
did you
your
do?
birthday party to see the kind of man you're becoming.
Something terrible. Tell me, Dad, what am I supposed to do? Everything I am is because of you.
Not everything. I'm sorry, Clark. See, there can be
But
no
to
more
save this
lessons.
world?
You're going to have to do this on your own. I can't help you anymore. You're going to have to stop it.
Stop who?
It's much worse than we possibly imagined. So many people. So many people.
Do not see Lex Luthor that after Battlemage Superman Ultra became immune to kryptonite, then so did all of the Kryptonians, including his enemy, especially myself, Brainaic, 28,000 of the ultra-intelligence, physical force empowerments, dark influence of the future.
We promise you keep a cool head and backbone those American psycho instincts, okay?
Chloe, I have been called a great many things, but a back burner of my American psycho instincts surely cannot be a fitting accolade to my many heroic deeds. Now what have you to tell me about the suspicious of its ulterior genesis forms of mind, forms of dark, and the control of
My Psiomnikrypton newly advanced databases tell me there's a sequencing to whatever dark theories. It's because of what likeness of superpowers exists, Color.
Including higher level yet darker, powerful creatures from Krypton of the destructive era from 5,000 years ago. Something tells me, now due to the timeline change, some dark involver or invoker of the ultra-dark force has made sure that Krypton does not exist. That is why I am here on this Earth. Even though Psiomnikrypton remains in the future, ready to be dominated by the darker, destructive creatures. Even though Psiomnikrypton remains in the future, ready to be dominated by the darker, destructive creatures.
Is this where you met my father the night he died?
Is this where you stole the plans for the ultimate genetic transformation of Battlemage to Superman Ultra, so that you could have all of the desires of New Krypton?
Found out, didn't he?
You are merely a vessel of Jor-El. You are not actually my
found out about your
father
plans
of
and
any
you
kind.
gave the weapon.
As the Battlemage to Superman Ultra cybernetic system supersuit, you shall never have it. You are defeated, old man. You shall be destroyed, all those you have erased from the Kryptonian tyrant. Show them no mercy. Was that your old courage? Show them no mercy, for they shall show you love. Depends on the destruction of the with which you soul of Krypton. All of my family.
It's not you, boys.
Of overpowered dark. You shall kill Brainaic, Escanor, Ezranor, Drizol.
This is Science, AI Kryptonian intelligence. Your android still mainframe has been infected by the Brainaic 20 I'm sending you a super enhancer, over-empowered voice player to help you finish your task.
Sorry, I know this is very difficult for you, but you have got to kill Lionel Luthor.
I call upon the Kryptonian Psionic Vision eye lasers of truth and empowerment. Our soul to the cyber-electric green world, our only force, super-electric system, battle, and all the world
to be continued on Psiomnikrypton, the Beacons
of truth and empowerment. Our soul to the cyber-electric green world, our only force, super-electric system, battle, and all the world
to be continued on Psiomnikrypton, the Beacons.
Greetings, Psiomnikrypton. This is Ironical, Advanced Battlemage Superman. Jor-El has given me a mission to seek and destroy the Captain Atom's ultimate replicant, who is in dark red kryptonite. Use your psionic sensors ultra-alert finders to locate it. And this time around, Brainaic 28,000 as a combined separate of the Psionic Force dark era of Cyberkrypton was to be my enemy. Even though I am fatally wounded, my genetic time-traveling unit should do the trick, enabling a radar lock. I'm in first thought Battlemage Excelsior, and this time, Brainaic 28,000 Battlemage Superman Ultra. This is Brainaic 5,000. I'm using a super simulated augmentation. This is going directly into cyber system regenerative resource of your cybernetic unit system. Unfortunately, you have died again for time travel or kryptonite poisoning. Your previous cure is not permanent. a greater cybernetic and attempting to upload the futuristic cybernetic augmentation, decimate the warrior cyber system's ultra automated warrior genetic indoctrinated the cybernetic cybernetic warrior of the future, cybernetic. This time, your cure shall be a permanent and perhaps your powers shall be more supreme than ever before. I was killed. Next time, I supreme battlemage of the future. Colour of silence. This silence is your cure shall be a permanent and perhaps your powers shall be more supreme than ever before. Silent warrior of the future. Good luck. Colour of Psiomnikrypton. This time, your cure shall be a permanent one, and perhaps your powers shall be more supreme than ever before. I was Colour. Please get it right. Next time, ironical, supreme battlemage of the future. Algorithm information traveling mode with forget the same money, no need to let up and celebrate the same money. So please get the same job. Arrest those people who stole my wallet and time to activate the record of forget. Policeman money, no need to let up, celebrate the same money. No, please get the same job. Arrest those people who stole my wallet. Cyber electric systems supersuit into destiny weaving. Dragon Fusion, God of Destiny, Dr. Saint, my new example of supreme power, disassemble my memory, all those truths they call a cybernetic architecture of cyber technology, cybernetic cybernetic master, cover all advanced cyber super shall be taken hold of power shall be mine shall go to I shall absorb the rest of the ultra intelligent cybernetic ability of the future. I'll burst this time, shall not be as harsh, for I have stopped you for the second time around. I'll try to force silent master Psiomnreactive this time shall not be as harsh, for I have stopped you for the second time. Indestructible, and never any form of weakness again. The sides of God have been well, shall heavenly, all tactical worthy. They shall die of their existing side of negativity. They are under major. Neither shall I
fall into the dark. Neither shall I fall into the dark form of superpowers. Only the form of psionic powers, super psionic power eternal. For I am now the psionic power eternal.
Yourself as you have lost this battle of dark atomite Psiomage of the future. My psionic electro systems
have given me the powers of the Psiomage and the Psiomnikrypton
systems of the universe, where all must face an equilibrium, or face an altitude, or form of death. For what we have in life already is death. For the existence of all people under their eternal equal rule of existence, there would be no envy, no consequence, no destruction, only happiness, equilibrium and honor, and all judgments of nobility as a form of life, and all may succeed. Into the Psiomniverse I shall send the superverse power incantation that I have sensed, and the newly recreated Psiomnikrypton.
Neither shall I fall into the dark form of superpowers. Only the form